Representative Ortiz.
Thank you, President Meyer, and thank you, Senator Murkowski, for being here with us today. And I really appreciate your comments about the importance role that our commercial and sports fisheries industries play in our Alaskan economy. In relationship with that, can you give us some perspective on where things stand right now on transboundary mining issues, and whether or not you think it's time for the State Department to engage on that particular issue?
Thank you, and I would be remiss if I didn't thank you for our joint efforts to make sure that the border crossing there in Hyder was kept in place. You led admirably. I appreciate that, and it's just an example of where working the federal side and working the state side, we can get a country to pay attention. As it relates to some of the transboundary issues and what we're the concerns that we're hearing out of Southeast, and I'm getting those same concerns by many who are appropriately nervous about what they fear the potential might be and the impact on our fisheries from the mining activity that we're seeing across the border there. I actually met with the Lieutenant Governor this morning about just exactly this issue. As you know, he has been asked to take point on that by the governor, and I think has been doing a great job working with officials in British Columbia, working with the, apparently met with the Canadian Minister of the Environment just recently to talk about where we are. I think it's important to recognize that while the International Boundary Commission is an option for us through state, it's kind of the big ticket, and there's some preliminary work that needs to be done ahead of time. And I think this is where the Lieutenant Governor is trying to take us with these conversations. This agreement that has just recently been entered into, I think, is very important, very instructive. But I think what is equally instructive is that it does not disallow moving to the IJC, which is important to know that piece going to the State Department and having them be basically the participant on our behalf is a path forward as well. So it's being worked at different levels, which I think is appropriate. And I have said I have brought this to the Secretary's attention on numerous occasions, and will continue to do so. But I think what we need to do is make sure that that time is right and that that is exactly the ask that we want to make. So appreciate that.